Good afternoon, Mark Edwards here. It's 2:35, and right on time, we have a special guest this afternoon. They're going to join me on the phone here in the studio. The one and only Alice Cooper, who is going to be performing live at the Sanford Center on October 9th. Alice, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great. We're in Tallahassee tonight and then New Orleans tomorrow. So it's the tour that never ends.
I imagine you're very busy, but I do have some questions for you before we get started here with other things. I have some personal stuff that you share the same birthday as my oldest son. My son wanted me to tell you that.
Oh, great.
So,
well, a lot of great people were born on that day. I think Oscar de la Hoya also.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. And are you still doing the radio show down there? Is it in Phoenix?
Yeah, well, I've got about 180 stations. It's syndicated.
Oh, okay.
And it's a 5-hour show. I've been doing it now I think I'm in my 13th year now.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Because I read that in your bio, and I wasn't sure if you were still doing that or...
Yeah.
Okay.
It's, that's one of the more fun things to do because basically everybody I play I know.
Oh.
So it's sort of like I can tell stories about backstage stuff on everybody from the Beatles to the Ramones. I mean, it's when you've been around in the business that long, you pretty much meet everybody.
Sure. And that brings me to my next question, because a good friend of mine I grew up with was a pilot at one time for Aerosmith and Kiss, and he seems to remember that he may have flown your band around at some time.
I wouldn't be surprised, yeah.
His name is Monty Nickerson. I don't know if you know him or not, but that would be
one of the... we used to give our pilots, different names.
Oh, really?
We had Captain Kirk, we had, Captain Kangaroo. It was just, when you go on tour, everybody kind of takes on a different moniker,
Sure. And, you've been at this for so long that your career spans 2 generations, well over, 50 years now?
Around 50 years, yeah.
Performing since you were 15 years old, as I understand.
Right.
And of all the shows you've done and all the songs you've recorded and written, what's your favorite?
Well, it's like picking a favorite child, there are certain songs that you have to do on stage.
Sure.
You have to do 18, you have to do No More Mr. Nice Guy and Under My Wheels and Poison and School's Out and, Elected. If you have a lot of top 40 hits, and then you also have like a lot of what we call turntable hits, FM hits, there are probably 16 to 17 songs that we have to do every night.
Sure.
That because the audience just would really feel cheated if you didn't do those songs. So, the ones that we went back into the Killer album and started doing a Halo of Flies, which is about an 11-minute piece. That is kind of interesting because nobody expects us to do that kind of song on stage. But, after you do all the hits, then you want to kind of dip in and do some of the deeper cuts.
Oh, absolutely. And that, I went to your website the other night, just looking at things here, and I see there's a thing that says Alice Cooper for President, and I had to chuckle about that, I just was wondering who would be your running mate if you were to run seriously.
If I were actually, my running mate would be I would probably pick Tom Hanks.
Tom Hanks, interesting.
And that way, when I became president, I would immediately fire myself and make him president. Because if you think of it, of course you would vote for Tom Hanks.
Well, sure.
Think of who's running now. You wouldn't vote for Tom Hanks first?
You know what? Seriously, to tell you the truth, I would never want that job. I can relate to that, for sure.
Well, I don't know one guy that ever went into office with dark hair that didn't come out with white hair.
Exactly, yeah. Pictures prove that.
Yeah, I certainly do not want to be president, so make sure you don't vote for me, all right?
You got a deal. See, I guess you're pretty pressed for time, right?
Well, we have a show tonight, yeah.
Okay. Well, listen, it's been really fun talking to you, Alice, and we look forward to seeing you here in Bemidji on October 9th. It's a Sunday night. And it's also the same night as the premiere of the TV show The Walking Dead. Are you a fan of that?
Oh, yeah, sure. I watch that all the time. In fact, Reedus is a good buddy of mine.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Norman Reedus, yeah.
Yeah, when he was doing the, what was the movie he did, with the 2 guys that were the Irish guys?
Oh, I remember.
Irish Killers.
Oh, yeah. I can't remember the name of the movie, though.
Yeah, that was really, the Boomtown, no, not Boomtown, what were they called? I can't remember. But anyways, he was one of those guys, and I met those guys. It was great.
Interesting. Have you ever been asked to be a cast member on the show or anything?
I had the entire cast came back to one of our shows.
Really?
I think they were filming in Atlanta or something, and they came back to one of the shows, and I was teaching them all how to throw knives.
Oh, really?
I'm an expert knife thrower, so I had them all backstage, and I was teaching Reedus how to throw into a target, sure. And he was pretty good.
Really? Yeah, he's good with a crossbow, too.
Yeah, he's good with a crossbow. He told me that if he ever actually had to shoot that thing, he'd kill himself.
Yeah, one of the characters on the show said it provides quite a kick, I guess.
Yeah, the show looks like a lot of fun to do.
Yeah.
I'll tell you who the star of that show is whoever does the makeup.
Oh, absolutely.
That makeup is pretty amazing.
I think if I hadn't gone into the career that I'm in right now, I may have gone into Hollywood makeup. I find it fascinating.
It's pretty amazing. My daughter is my youngest daughter is a makeup artist. She's like a master in it, so she can do that kind of prosthetic makeup, or she can also do, fashion makeup.
Sure.
But she says the people that do the makeup on that show are particularly good.
Oh, they're fantastic. Listen, it's been a real pleasure talking to you again, and we are, again, looking forward to see you in here in concert on October 9th.
Sure. Hey, I'll see you backstage.
I hope so.
All right, man. Come backstage and say hi.
I would love to.
All right, man. Thank you.
Thanks, Alice. Have
Bye-bye.
a good one. Bye-bye.